Okay, so we are going to talk about your life purpose. Now, if there's two activities that you do in your life that I think will change it is identifying your values and getting clear on your life purpose. And today this activity will get you super 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 clear, okay? So the secret to a happy life is living it with purpose. And that's what we're going to learn how to do today. So, Ikigai. I have been practicing saying that multiple times, so it's just embarrassing at this moment if I am not pronouncing it correctly. So, let me tell you more about what this is. It is from the Japanese culture, and it's how to make your life more meaningful and how to make it purposeful. Hence, life purpose topic. And what it roughly translates to is the reason for being and even more so, the reason for waking up in the morning. And I just love that. What is your reason for waking up in the morning? And also, it's to help when you are facing adversity or struggles. We want to anchor on what is this life purpose? Now, how do we identify this? There's four ways. We look at what we love, what the world needs, how can we get paid, and what we're good at or great at. So, what we're looking for is how these can overlap. If there is anything that overlaps with these four, and you're going to see visuals moving forward as well because I love visuals, hence making presentations. So, how do we prep for this? We make a chart we make the circles, right? The four circles. And this, I believe, is the only exercise in my programs where you actually have to use a physical piece of paper and not virtual. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. I'm not sure. But what I did do in the meantime is create a PDF of this picture so that you can print it out if you want. If not, just grab a piece of paper and draw these four circles just how it is in the picture. And first question, what do you love? And what this means is, what are you passionate about? So think of your family, your friends, your work, your volunteer. What do you love? And then next, and next is some examples. So reading, writing, painting, gardening, maybe it's singing, maybe it's sports, right? Playing a musical instrument. I don't know. So this is something to think about. What do you love? Just some examples. Next, what does the world need? Or even thinking of it, what does your community need? And think about your friends, your family, your immediate community. This doesn't have to be everyone, doesn't have to be the world. That's just how they explain it in the activity. But think, is it a service? Is it a product? How can you even make one person's life better? Even just one person. And some examples are sustainable energy solutions, educational resources. That would be great. Healthcare advances. Or if you're in the US, you understand our healthcare is pretty shitty. So, how can we advance that? And community volunteer. Endless opportunities for volunteers. One of my clients, she volunteers with horses. Another one volunteers with kitty cats. Love her, love her. And just there's different. Do you want to help people who are houseless, who are hungry? Do you want to volunteer with children at risk? So many different things that you can volunteer for. What can you get paid for, right? Money, money, money. Money matters, okay? I know they say money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you security and it can bring you peace of mind. So that's pretty freaking important to me, at least. What can you get paid for? What are these specific skills that you have that can make you money? And ideally, we'd get paid for something that we love. And when we do that, get more fulfilled and happier. Who doesn't want to be fulfilled and happy? Here's some examples. Teaching, software development, graphic design, something in the medical field. These are all great areas that you can be paid for. Now, what are you great at? What are you great at? This is thinking about your skills, about your strengths. Nothing is too small. All right? We can be thinking big, but don't worry about thinking small. And what are some examples? Public speaking, organizing events, writing, problem solving, hosting events, or even serving at events. What can you get paid for? And then finding the overlap. That's the whole freaking point of this exercise. Where do these four circles overlap? So look for the similarities. If you love teaching, if that's what you love, and you realize that this also helps the world because you're teaching, that would be great. Unless you're a cult leader, it's great that you're teaching. And the Ikigai is, as I've said many times, the middle where all of these overlap. And anything that falls into more than one or two of these overlapping sections, that's what we want to look for. So if the response appears in the circle of what you love and also in what the world needs, that's when you realize, hey, that's the mission. That's my mission. So I'm going to break this down a little more too, again, with graphics. So here you see this is the original four on the left, and then on the right, it shows you passion, mission, profession, and vocation. So that also is in the PDFs that I made. Okay, so getting a little more specific, what you love and what you're great at is your passion. What you love, what you're great at, as I just said. When both of these categories, you may feel satisfaction, but you also might feel like you're not contributing as much as you'd like. And your mission is what you love and what the world needs. That's your mission. So when in both categories, you're likely to feel delight. I love that word, delight and fullness, but you may notice a lack of income or financial stability. And I think we can all agree the importance of having an income and stability. Now, what can you get paid for and what does the world need? That's your vocation. And these have a positive influence on the world. And it's a bonus that it gives you money. That's a nice freaking bonus. And the problem is that when you are not being good at your job, that can create anxiety. And without the love of your job, you can start feeling empty or unfulfilled. And obviously, we don't want that for you. And what you're great at and what you're paid for is your profession. So different than your vocation. This is, you might feel comfortable during these activities, but it may not be what you love and that the world needs from you. It may feel a little trivial. And then Ikigai is all four circles. I mentioned this many times, but obviously I want to drill it in your head. And then here, this is another level. I'll make another video another day. But when you find this, you find meaning, fulfillment, and sustainability. That's what we want. We don't want this to be fleeting. We want this to be sustainable. And let's do a quick summary. The Ikigai is the reason for being, a reason for getting up in the morning. This is your personal purpose, your fulfillment. This is so important. And then what you need to do, we just went over in detail, but identify, what do you love? What does the world need? What can you get paid for? And what are you good at? And finding, again, where these four overlap. So I hope that exercise was helpful, insightful. I would love to know if you found out your life purpose. Please share it with me in the chat. I am so excited that you even found this lesson. So I'll see you another time.